Hey monster lovers, welcome back to the channel for another deep dive into the MonsterVerse. In today's video, we'll look at the fourth and final film in this series, Godzilla vs. Kong, another movie in the franchise which was released in 2021. The movie picks up where the previous MonsterVerse film left off. 5 years after Godzilla defeated King Ghidorah and the awakened Titans, Kong is under Monarch's watch on Skull Island, which in turn is covered by a persistent storm. Gia, a deaf Iwi native, and Eileen Andrews' adopted daughter, visits him using sign language in a heartwarming scene on Skull Island. Bernie Hayes, an Apex Cybernetics employee and podcast host, uncovers suspicious activities at Apex's Pensacola site just before Godzilla attacks it. Madison Russell and Josh Valentine join him in investigating. Apex's CEO, Walter Simmons, hires Nathan Lynn to find a hollow Earth power source for some shady activities at Apex. Lynn agrees, and with Eileen and a team, they transport Kong via a US Navy escorted barge to Antarctica. So we see a sedated and restrained Kong, a former Skull Island defender reluctantly relocated by the team. Their destination? The legendary Hollow Earth, a subterranean world rumored to be the home of Titans, ancient monstrous beings like Godzilla. The film introduces Hollow Earth as a potential origin point for the Titans. The film goes ahead to tease a connection between Kong's kind and Godzilla's through the ancient throne room discovered there. This revelation hints at a shared history for these Titans, possibly linked to the Hollow Earth's forgotten civilization. To start off the epic Kong vs. Godzilla showdown, Godzilla suddenly attacks the convoy to Antarctica while on the sea. Kong is defeated, and Godzilla retreats thinking the ships have been destroyed. Meanwhile, Godzilla has taken on a protector role, keeping other Titans in check. But something is stirring within the big guy, causing him to lash out in these unexpected attacks. Monarch theorizes an unseen force might be manipulating Godzilla. This is clearly because Godzilla had previously established himself as a protector and an ally. So the attacks were unprecedented. They believed something else must definitely be afoot. So Apex Cybernetics is basically a tech company with a shadowy agenda. They convince Monarch to take Kong on this Hollow Earth expedition to find a power source that could rival Godzilla's atomic breath. Aboard a high-tech craft known as HEAVs, piloted by a team including the resourceful Gia, who communicates via sign language with a unique connection to Kong, they venture down a breathtaking passage into the Earth's core. Gia also just happens to be the last Iwi native. Remember that native tribe on Skull Island? Her connection with Kong is also fascinating to behold. It's almost like Kong made the same promise Gia's adopted mother made to her, to protect her and take care of her. Kong awakens to a world mirroring his lost Skull Island, teeming with life and danger. The expedition team stumbles upon a hidden chamber, Kong's ancestral throne room, hinting at a long-forgotten civilization and a past war between Kong's kind and Godzilla's. Here they discover a pulsating axe, seemingly crafted for a creature of Kong's stature and made with one of Godzilla's dorsal plates. This right here is an awe-inspiring scene that left even the expedition team with Kong amazed. A lot of revelations are made here, and a lot of theories are confirmed. The power source that brought the team down to Hollow Earth was confirmed to be real, and here we catch a glimpse of linkages to an ancient war between Godzilla's and Kong's kinds. One symbolic gesture here is Kong sitting on the throne of his ancestors, bearing the axe in hand. However, the awe is cut short. The energy signature from the axe activates a secret weapon hidden by Apex, a mechanized monstrosity called Mecha Godzilla. It's telepathically controlled by Ren Serizawa, the son of the late Ishiro Serizawa. Remember him? Via neural networks from the severed head of Ghidorah. So this is what the end credit scene from the previous Godzilla film was pointing to. Walter intends to harness the Hollow Earth's energy to overcome Mecha Godzilla's power supply limitations. so he's essentially the bad guy. That's why he sent the Apex team down to Hollow Earth. I think these actions by Alex and Walter reiterate the very problematic nature of human beings to control what cannot or should not be controlled. This is exemplified by the scene inside the throne room where Eileen Andrews tries to stop the Apex team from extracting whatever they want to extract from the axe. She tries to tell them that it's a discovery of the ages, which no one should tamper with. But of course, they didn't listen to her. Godzilla, sensing this new threat, erupts from the ocean depth, carving a destructive path towards Kong, where Mechagodzilla is being prepped for battle. He drills a shaft directly into the throne room, where Kong finally engages in a ferocious battle. The colossal brawl between Godzilla and Kong leaves Kong nearly dead. At this point, Walter orders Ren to activate Mechagodzilla, but in an unexpected turn of events, the machine is possessed by Ghidorah's consciousness. This ends up killing Walter, electrocuting Ren, and nearly defeating Godzilla. The mechanized menace in Hong Kong quickly turns the city into a war zone. Kong, initially reluctant to fight Godzilla, witnesses the destruction and realizes the true enemy. Kong basically makes a realization that while Godzilla is an enemy, a common threat looms over them both, and the only reasonable route to take is to fight together. Lind revives the dying Kong, and Jia convinces him to help Godzilla. A reluctant alliance is forged, two titans against a mechanical menace. The final showdown takes place amidst the neon glow of Hong Kong. Kong, wielding the ancient axe, empowered by the Hollow Earth's energy, clashes with Mechagodzilla in an epic brawl. Godzilla joins the fight, their combined might eventually overpowering the mechanized monster. Eventually, it was a victory for Godzilla and Kong, who ended up acknowledging each other and making peace before Godzilla, as seemingly exhausted from the battle, retreats back to the ocean depths, and Kong, now the undisputed king of the Hollow Earth, ascends to his rightful throne, ready to lead his kind into a new era. The theme of rivalry, which rang throughout the entire film, culminates in the epic monster battle between Mechagodzilla and the two titans. Kong and Godzilla's history of rivalry is also captured within the purview of a historical conflict between their kinds. While this rivalry still exists at the time of their new conflict, the arrival of a mutual enemy forces them to unite against the common threat. In the end, I think it's safe to say that the film serves as an important pivot for the future of the MonsterVerse. By significantly expanding its narrative scope and establishing new storylines, the film brings together two iconic titans in a spectacular showdown, showcasing their strengths and vulnerabilities, which resonates with fans and sets the stage for future installments. We're also introduced to the Hollow Earth concept, a subterranean world that adds depth to the MonsterVerse's mythology. This setting not only provides a rich backstory for Kong, but also hints at a plethora of undiscovered creatures and potential future conflicts. By revealing Kong's ancestral home and his new throne, the movie paves the way for more stories centered around his character and the mysteries of Hollow Earth. Moreover, including Mechagodzilla as a formidable adversary highlights human intervention and technological advancements as significant factors in the MonsterVerse. This narrative choice suggests a future where humans might play a more complex role, either as allies or antagonists to the Titans. The film's resolution, where Godzilla and Kong acknowledge each other's strength and retreat to their domains, implies a fragile balance that can be explored in sequels. This dynamic sets up a versatile framework for future films, allowing for both individual Titan stories and new alliances or rivalries to emerge. And that's the end of the 4-part MonsterVerse series. Do you think we missed out on anything important? Let us know in the comments section.